You talked a little bit about guides, and I wonder if you could explain just in practical terms what a guide is.
Okay. And the guides are, a lot of people have guides around them, and that's kind of with your belief system. And so a lot of times there'll be some Asian stuff, there'll be Native American, they can be anyone that's coming that's been with you in past lives, sometimes it's staying with you to give you guidance.
Okay.
And information and wisdom beyond what you would have already.
Okay.
In this lifetime. We're really fortunate that we have a lot of extra help. And a lot of times people will be drawn to, somebody else, I really like Asian things, or I really like this stuff, or I really like Native American stuff. And they've had past lives there, and somebody from that past life is still with them, helping and directing. And then we have a lot of saints and stuff. I'm from a Christian background, so I get angels with the wings, and because they have to use me, my language.
Yeah.
They always have to use the language that they're coming through. So I get the full-blown angel thing. Christian kind of with the wings and the whole thing. And then I get a lot of angels. I'm not Catholic, but I get a lot of saints coming through too.
I think that's so interesting. So they can come through in a way that we will connect with them, but they're not exclusive that way, because I've had connections with things that were not from my belief system, but they came up that way, and then it was like, whoa, this is kind of out from nowhere.
And they're not my belief system.
Yeah.
I had several people, a lot of people come in with UFOs around them, and I don't have that kind of belief system. I don't even like them particularly, but they'll come and say, oh no, that thing with the big eyes is back again. But it's not me, it's their belief system, and it turns out they've been studying UFOs for 25 years. And, that's happened several times, but it's their belief system, it's not mine that comes through.
That's interesting, yeah.
Yes, I go, oh. I've made peace with that. So did you want to talk about some of the angels and guides around you?
Oh, sure, that'd be great. I always like to hear about that.
See, okay. I usually start out with the little prayer, but we did that already, but we'll just ask for Laura's angels and guides to get in touch with us, and we're looking for kind, healing, loving, caring information. Okay. Oh, Laura, your guardian angel is over here on this side.
Okay.
Usually with my eyes closed, but over here on this side, and she's putting a hand on your shoulder right over there.
Nice.
And she's telling me, and then she's patting Laura on the head over here and saying, Laura, you are worrying too much. You are just worrying all the time. She's showing me a picture of walking around in circles, that you feel like you're going around in circles a lot, worrying. And what you want to do is to remember, and she's showing me looking in a looking glass, looking back, to remember in the past that things always work out for you in a really good way.
It's true.
It is, isn't it? But you get so involved with the right now that you forget that, oh yeah, that does work out for me pretty easily. So she's reminding you it would be good to look back occasionally, to remember the way things do work out so well for you.
Okay.
And the thing that you're worrying most about now, she pointed to your heart thing, just pointed to your heart right there. But the thing you're worried about right now, the most thing is going to be very inconsequential in a matter of days.
Oh, great.
And I don't know what it is, but it doesn't matter.
I think
you will know. Okay, it will be inconsequential. In a matter of days, you'll think, why did I waste so much time worrying about that?
That's good to hear. Thank you.
Yes. And she says that your heart comes out in your mouth a lot, that you speak from your heart a lot, and that sometimes that gets you in trouble, but most of the time it doesn't. But sometimes it gets you in trouble in that you are open about your feelings. And that only if you let people step on them. She showed me a big foot.
It's true, I have to be careful.
But you do. That's the first thing that comes out of your mouth is the heart stuff. Yeah. And not everybody appreciates that. I found that out. Laura, you also have, and she pointed on the other side because she wants to talk, Kuan Yin.
Yes, I do feel
it's right there. It's right there.
Okay.
It's between here.
Wow.
I always point to where things are, because if you pay attention to your physical body, then you may feel that hand or that touch or waves of energy. And so the next time that happens, then you'll know to recognize that as when Kuan Yin comes in. But Kuan Yin comes in very quietly. She's very graceful and very polished and, what do you want to say, mannered, very well mannered, and very she kind of pulls back, she draws back. Okay, so Kuan Yin's coming in to tell you this is about women, this is about powerful women, and this is about empowering powerful women.
Yes.
Now Kuan Yin does this, and she's showing you how to do this from a quiet place, from a place of grace and yet authority and truth. Okay, so it's not like the noisy gong.
Yeah,
it's the quiet coming in, but it's about. She's talking to you about riding in strength, and she shows me a team of horses, like about 16 horses pulling a stagecoach, but it's really powerful. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes.
But it's a lot of them working together, a lot of this working together. And she said you have the voice of many. Do you know what I mean? The voice of many. Many, you speak for many people when you speak your voices. There are a lot of other ones behind you.
Oh, wow.
And she's showing me, she just went like this so I could see some more of the room, and the lots of them behind you are kind of pushing to get through, to get their voice, to get their amplification of the desires of them. And that they appreciate your being an open door, a vehicle to get this information out. You really feel it, don't you, when people are suppressed? I mean, it's hard for you to drive by the guy on the street saying, you know, money for lunch or something like that.
It's true. It really is.
Well, it is. I mean, it really.
Yeah.
You feel it. You're a very compassionate person. So, but they appreciate getting this voice to get out there, and that you're open and you're finding ways to let them be heard. You know, it's almost like you're a channel. I see this side, and I see coming through and then going out. And you really do have a lot of compassion, don't you? You almost have to tone it down.
I do. Sometimes it's like, I have to, you know, keep it balanced so that, you know, I'm not in other people's pain all the time.
Yes, yes. And that would be good for you to learn. One of the things you said that would be good to learn about other people is about brushing it off, to physically, see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Brushing it off.
Okay.
And bless their hearts.
Okay.
Bless them. See good things happening for them as you move on, because you have a tendency to have a little bit of Velcro on you, on your aura, and so it can stick and it can come back and stay with you and stay with you. So you need to clean off, tidy up, she says, as when you leave, because you can't keep it with you and still fresh if you're carrying a lot of stuff with you.
Oh, that's a very good tip.
But a lot of people have that.
Okay.
A lot of people. And again, the thing about, what you're saying about bless their hearts or give them a prayerful thing, that really releases your energy from them and lets them go. She's got something for you. She's handing you a fan. Do you know what I'm talking about? The kind of old-fashioned that you open up like that.
I love
fan.
fans. I actually carry them on my
really?
purse all the time.
That's a hit in the business. When I say something I couldn't possibly know, that's called a hit. Thank you very much. She's very, but anyway, that's it, and that's her gift to you. And that gift from Spirit means that you will see it within 2 weeks, and you may see it in the physical form, you may see it used in a movie, you may see it in a magazine, you may walk past a store and see one of the women, but that's your thing. And when you see those fans, you know that she's around.
Oh, okay, that's
and
great.
And she kind of does like this.
That's cute, I like that.
Yeah, she is. She's a lot of wisdom. I want you to use her. I want you, you will, and she says, tone it down and just quietly listen, because she says words of wisdom. She doesn't talk a lot.
Yeah.
It's about 2 words, 2 or 3 words. But words of wisdom right here. You may even feel it in your ear. Sometimes people have a twitching or itching.
I do. Happens to me a lot. Okay.
So that's another way of letting you know they're around. A physical way of letting you know that someone's around wanting to say something to you.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow, that was great. Thank you. And I really do feel connected with Kuan Yin. And the first time I felt that was actually when I was living in China.
Oh, you lived in China.
Yeah, I did. I lived in China, and that was the first time I was really exposed to even the idea of Kuan Yin. So that's really special. Thank you.
And I think that happens a lot. Sometimes we're drawn to places, and we don't know why. Like living in China, not everybody does.
Yeah.
But drawn to places, and find that we were there before, we have a connection there, and it just sort of draws us there. I kept being drawn to Sedona in the Southwest, and just had all kinds of past lives that came back. So, but there was a reason I was intent on going there, and I needed to see that. So I think it's really good when we follow our intuition and go where we're drawn to go, or study or learn about things we're drawn to.
Yeah, it was a great experience for me. I think I was drawn there for a reason, and I was very comfortable there, which not a lot of Americans are. So.
No.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
Yes, yes. Well, thank you. This was wonderful. And thank you for being on the show. Is there anything you'd like to share with the audience before we finish up for the day?
Well, yes, I would like for everybody to know that everybody can do intuition. It's just a matter of listening and tuning in and then using it. And the more you use it, the more you're going to get. And so, and also another thing, a really good time to tune in if you really want to set your intention is right before you go to sleep and right when you wake up. The veil is very, very thin at those times. So you may want to say before you go to sleep at night, you know, I'm really needing help with this, and maybe a dream will come that will answer that question. Or you'll wake up in the shower, something will answer and shift, and you'll hear those voices or the words of wisdom. But paying attention, that's the main thing, is about paying attention, because we all have it. It's about using it.
I love that, and I think the idea of just pausing and just having a moment, and when we're not doing anything, we're not, you know, working, we're not reading, is so helpful, so that there is an opportunity for those messages to come through.
I used to tell people when I worked in the corporate world, go to the bathroom, you know, because you've got the whole vault there, you know, nobody's going to follow you into and just, you know, breathe 3 times, ask for, you know, I need help, what do I need to do right now? And it comes.
That's a great
Listening
tip.
and using it's real important, because once they find that you're paying attention and using it, then you're going to get lots and lots more.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Makes life fun.
That's great. Thank you so much, Paula, for being on the show. And I will post information on how you can get a hold of Paula on my website, so you can just find information on that on healingpowers.net. So that's www.healingpowers.net. Thank you for watching.
Good day.